Hello everyone. Welcome to the first episode of these live interviews, Real People, Real Business. My name is Ayelen, and I've been a digital business owner for the past 2 years. And I basically help people from all over the world to run their own digital businesses and also to leverage social media platforms to generate an income. So since I have been having a lot of new followers, I thought it would be a good idea to start these different interviews with people from all over the world, also digital business owners, just to share with you their journeys and how they started their businesses, and also how this has impacted in their lives. So today I'm so excited. I have a very special guest. She's also from Argentina. I haven't said it before, but I am originally from Argentina. And she has been living in Canada for many, many years. So let's not wait any longer. Let's bring her in. Hello.
Hi, Ashe. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
No problem at all. I'm so happy to have you. I have to say that with Julieta, we met a few months ago, and we became really, really good friends, apart from business partners. So we have done, this path together since then. So I'm really happy to have you here. So let's get started. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, hi, everybody. Thank you, Ashelem, for having me on your page. It's an honor to be here sharing my story with you. And like she said, I am from Argentina. I live in Canada since 2006. And I work, coming to Canada, you bring your background from your country and everything. And I took the procedure to upgrade my education to Canadian standards, so I could work as a professional engineer here in Canada. So that's what I'm doing. I work in construction, and yes, as she said, I am also a digital business owner. Proud digital business owner.
Yeah, of course. So, firstly, I forgot. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna ask you. We both have our Argentinian mates. That's very
Yes.
important.
The
Whatever
morning
we
must.
start, we always have the mate with us. So, how did you end up in the digital world?
Well, this happened 18 months ago. At one point, I wanted to add some changes to my life, to my routine, because I wanted to have more time for my family, more time for myself as well, and of course, the advantage, of the income that you generate on social media. And I didn't know that something could be done online. And yes, I was using social media, but just, normal users. I was sharing pictures with my family that it's in Argentina. That's the way that you get to communicate these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I started looking around. I actually had looked into the fact of some jewelry, selling jewelry and things that women do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for me, really, that does not fit my character at all. And I said, no, I besides, you need to have like a lot of time extra in your day.
Mm.
You have to do parties in your house. You have to have stock at home. And it's funny because I remember this because I was doing some cleaning last week, and I found all the information that I had gathered. I said, oh my God, I was thinking about this. So I threw everything away. And the thing is, and I was thinking also, what can I do? Could I do, I don't know, a weekend job or something like that? Even if I would have really wanted to do that, I would have to get myself into the fact of trying to get somebody to look after my kids, and at the end, you end
Mm.
up in the same place because you're not any better, right? You have to leave home,
Exactly.
you have to leave the kids, and that really didn't work out for me, and it wouldn't have made sense anyways. So I came across, I think, like most of us, because we do this by social media. So
Mm-hmm.
I was on Facebook one night, and I saw an ad of the woman that's my mentor today. and she was sharing her story and how it was funny because she was drinking wine in her kitchen and very relaxed and very, having fun actually and enjoying her evening. And she was talking about what she was doing. So I got curious, and I said, okay, what is this? Because it was the first time I would see something like this. And that's how I got started. I clicked on her hat. I connected with her, and she told me the next steps to follow, and that's how I got started actually.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, that's how I started as well, just looking at an ad. So, there is so many, online business out there, like you mentioned before, just to, selling products. And, we actually use attraction marketing to
Yes.
work, So to be honest, I was very skeptical when I first started. Very,
Yes.
very skeptical. So what happened to you? Were you in that same position?
Yes, after I started talking to her, she was talking to me, she was telling me all the wonders, and in her case it was a longer time that she was in the business. She was like 2-3 years already, so that for her had made already a big difference. And but yes, I was skeptical because first of all, you don't know the person, right? You come up to somebody on social media, and like many that you see during the day, but you don't know her. So whatever
Yeah,
she's
exactly.
telling you, you have to try to trust, and if you don't, okay, you just pass on, right? But she was sharing with me all the wonders of for her business, and she invited me to watch a presentation. I signed up with my email, and she sent me all the information. And I watched the presentation, which was around, well, it's the presentation we usually do, 90 minutes long, and with the testimonials. What I really liked was the people on the panel sharing their story,
Yeah.
because that is what gave to me the value, that seeing that it was really real people. And then I did my due diligence. I searched up everybody. I digged on social media, and I found out that I saw they were real people. She was
Yes.
exposing her family, exposing her life, and her name. That basically,
Yeah, exactly.
that's what we always say. And I was skeptical at the beginning, but I was more determined, to make a change, and to have a better tomorrow. So I trusted myself, and I went ahead.
Went for
But
it.
yes, it does
That's great.
happen.
I actually asked my mentor to like a proof of, because I only could see pictures of her. So I asked her if she could send me a video so I could actually see if she was real or not. Because you never know,
Sure.
like I never did anything online. So I needed a proof that it was actually real people. So yeah, that's what was my experience. So tell me, Juli, did you have any experience at all working on the digital world, or you just went, like you were like, okay, I'm gonna just learn everything?
Yes, yeah, that's that. I missed telling all about that, because exactly, like, I didn't know that some doing something online was possible. I did not, of course, have the experience that comes with it, right? I had never done anything online. For me, the standard work time is, get up, go to work, come back, and repeat, and
Yeah.
that's all I knew, because in our time, that's what we're taught, very, very structured, very conventional, let's say, or traditional. So no, at all, I had no experience whatsoever on social media. But the training platform that we have is what really helped me and made me do that jump from not knowing anything, from starting from zero, to 18 months later, right? And it's incredible in 18 short months, everything that you learn and how you're able to run your digital business. And the reason for that is because our training platform is exceptional. It's incredible, the updates, the information that we have, how it's structured step by step, because it's basically made for people who have no experience whatsoever on the technical part, right? And when we say that is not that we have to take care of any technical issues, because behind you and behind me, there's a whole bunch of
Yeah.
people taking care of the technical parts of the businesses, right? And it's just that that part is not exposed because it doesn't have to be. But a lot of the stuff, like, I don't know, 85-90% of the heavy part is already done for us with our system, with the system that we run our digital business under, right? So I didn't need to have the experience anyway, so it
Yeah.
wasn't required, because everything is taught in with our training platform, and that was incredible. I really find
Yeah,
it.
and
And
I also love that is something that is updated
yeah,
constantly, because of course in the digital world everything changes all the time. So
yes,
we also have people looking after that. We don't even have to look for what is new out there. Like everything is there and it's being updated all the time. Also, I don't know if you agree, but we also have weekly masterminds that we have digital business owners sharing their experiences, their journeys, and also we also have things that we keep learning there as well. How do you find
yeah.
the masterminds?
Oh my God, it's Wednesday night for me. It's like, I don't know.
Mm.
It's my me time, because it's the topics that they bring up, they're incredible, because
Mm.
we learn not only about the business itself, but it's the self-improvement part, right, that comes with
Yes.
it. Because since I started, it's nothing like what I was 18 months ago. I really came out of my comfort zone, and
Yeah,
I'm still
absolutely.
working on it, right? Because I'm doing something that I wasn't used to doing before.
Hmm.
Like connecting with people and learning something new. For me, it would have been easy just to stay in the place where I
Yeah.
knew it was comfortable, just construction and form work, whatever.
Hmm.
But you can't stay in the same place and expect different results, right? If you want something better or more, you have to make changes somewhere. And
Mm.
the changes come from within, right? But
Mm.
they have to be reflected in some way. So I really enjoy the Wednesdays, because we don't only cover the business, we cover a lot of the personal part as well, and
Mhm.
everybody takes from the Wednesdays whatever they need, right? And
Mm.
with the presentations, the people that do the presentations, and it's incredible. I really really enjoy it, and they're always so full of resources that you can
Yeah,
later on
absolutely.
go and look up and use for yourself. So yeah, I really enjoy
Oh,
it.
that's great. So,
Yeah.
what would you say to all those people that are wondering, like, oh, should I start? Should I not start? I'm not sure. Am I able, like, am I capable to do this? Like, probably that questions that we were doing to, like, for
Yes.
ourselves, before we get
Yes.
started. What would you say to
Yes.
that people out there?
Well, it I think about it. When you have kids, I have kids, right? You want to
Mm.
make the kids understand something and you cannot get it in their head.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of like that. We cannot say it enough, it's just for people to take action. We can say so many things about the all the great things that we found with this business, the community that comes with it. It's the people that we get to know. I wouldn't be talking to you if it wasn't for this business.
Yeah,
You're in Australia, I'm in Canada. How in the world could we meet each other,
exactly.
and it's just, people have to just, I don't know, leave all their doubts aside and take that first step, that is actually watching the presentation. And if they are really, one of the things that you really need to do, I think one of the requirements is really have a desire to change something for
Hmm.
yourself, for your family, for your future, and be serious about it, because this is an amazing system, but it doesn't take away the fact that you do have to, put part of your time, invest a little bit of yourself in it, to learn how to make it work, and because nobody comes to tell you, okay, you have to do this, you have to do that.
Hmm.
No, it's you have to do it, and you
Yeah.
have to want it to work for you. So you have to be serious about it. That's why I'm saying you have to be
Mm.
serious about it, and and just leave the doubts aside for, I don't know, a little while. Try to open up your mind to something that you don't know, which basically is what I did, because I didn't know about this, or didn't have the experience to run a digital business. But I opened my mind. I was receptive to the information I received, and I liked what I received. And basically, the first step would be registering on your website to people to be able to receive the personal invitation to the webinar, and then take the risk, the 30-day risk trial that you have, which is you have really nothing to lose. And if you don't like what we deliver, that's okay, because it's fine. It's not made for everybody. It's doable by anyone, but it's not everybody likes it. So, and that's fine. Like, I wouldn't have liked selling jewelry,
Yeah.
And some people do. So it's just like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So just one last question. I was wondering if I can tell you a few words, phrases, and you just tell me whatever the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yes.
Okay. What if I said to you social media?
Social media, global reach, because social media, you can go to the end of the world and still be at home.
Absolutely. Digital business.
Digital business, the future.
Yeah. And lastly, our global community of digital business owners.
The massive support that we found, that we get. Yes.
Great. Juli, it's been an absolutely pleasure to have you here. I'm so glad that you were my first guest, because we have not only a connection through our businesses, we have also become friends, and not in such a long time. So it's great, like we talk each other every single day. So
a lot.
It feels that we have known each other for a long time.
Yes.
But thank you so much. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. I feel honored to be your first guest, and yes, I wish you the best, because you're doing amazing. All the what you do for your business is great, and this is just an adding to the great thing that you do. So you're doing great.
Thank you so much. So for everyone out there, if you want to know a little bit more about the business, what we do, just go into my page. You have all the contact details there to contact me. I'll be happy to help you. And yeah, I hope to see you next week with another guest. And before I go, don't put your life on hold any longer. Just take action today. Thank you so much, and we see you next week.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Juli. Bye-bye.
Bye.